Good morning. I'm Judith Overcash, and I'm today's platform assistant. I've been a Unity teacher for many years, and I got to visit Unity Village 2 weeks ago, and that was very exciting to see the stage I walked across way back then, and to have some snow. It just a little bit on the ground. Didn't impede our travel at all. So I'm extending a warm welcome to everyone here at Unity of Palm Harbor, because your presence is a present blessing to us. And at Unity, we teach that God is everywhere and always present in and as every one of us. And in every circumstance, God is there. We affirm this core principle in our prayers and expand our understanding further when we come together here for Sunday service. Wednesday wholeness meditation classes and celebrations and times with your yoga mats are welcoming everyone. We invite you to get comfortable and listen to what speaks to your soul this morning. We hope you'll stay for coffee and snack afterwards, and maybe meet a new friend or two, or maybe meet and reacquaint with an old friend, not age-wise. Longtime friend. This morning, we're glad to welcome back Terrence Young. Terrence is our guest speaker and musician. So, Terrence, would you please lead us in the opening prayer?
Be with each other today and share in our oneness. We know that each and every day we get an opportunity to be the best version of ourselves that we can be right here, right now, and we should be grateful for that opportunity. So we are grateful for this opportunity, this day. We say thank you, universe. Thank you, all that is, for this opportunity to show up and shine with the oneness of the I am that lives within us. And with that, we say amen, and so it is. I invite you to join me in this time of meditation. Time where we relax our bodies, relax our minds. Just be here now. Find a comfortable position in your chair. Relax your shoulders. Relax the muscles around your eyes. Just be in this moment. And when you're ready, we'll start by concentrating on our breathing. First with a nice exhale, just whew. Then I invite you to take a nice deep breath in, filling the lungs with air. And release. Once again, take a nice deep breath in, filling the lungs with air. And release. One last time, take a nice deep breath in, filling the lungs with air. And release it with a sigh. Doesn't that feel good? And now just allow your breath to take on a natural pattern and recognize you don't have to think about breathing. The presence of all that is breathing through you. And as we move into this meditation, think about a simple phrase. I embrace the new beginnings in my life every single day, every single moment of now. I embrace the new beginnings in my life. Every single day. Every single moment of now. When we think about the truth in those words, it's about accepting what is and moving through it. It's about understanding the power that lives within us. Trusting and knowing the power that lives within you. I embrace the new beginnings in my life. every single day, every single moment of now. When you trust in the I am presence that lives within you, the power that lives within you, that's how you embrace the new beginnings. There's nothing to be afraid of. There's nothing to fear. The power and the presence of all that is breathes through you every single day. Breathe that truth in. Breathe that knowing in. I embrace the new beginnings in my life every day, every single moment of now, because I trust in the presence of the I am that lives within me. Breathe that understanding in. Breathe that truth in. Imagine if every single day when you woke up, you said, I'm trusting in the power of the universe that lives within me. It doesn't matter what happens. It's how I choose to respond. And I'm going to respond from that presence of the I am. I'm going to respond from love. I'm going to respond from peace. I'm going to respond from joy. Imagine how different your life can be when you make that choice every single day. We can. All we have to do is choose. Right here, right now. Breathe that understanding in. As we move into our silence today, if the mind starts to wander, all the plans you got for later today, just bring it back for this moment of now, and that truth. I embrace the new beginnings of my life every single day, every single moment of now, in the silence. So we bring our minds back to this space. Bring our consciousness back to this place. We say, thank you, universe. Thank you, all that is. Thank you, the power that lives within me, for knowing that truth, that presence, and understanding how I can embrace every new beginning right here, right now. We hold those words close to our hearts. We hold that truth close to our hearts. And we keep our friends and our family in our thoughts. We keep our leaders in our thoughts. They're making the best decisions, the right decisions, to keep us all safe and to unite us and bring us together. We need that in our world right now. And we know that if each and every one of us show up living through that presence of the I am, bringing that peace, bringing that understanding, bringing that joy, that vibration will spread out into the world. And we are grateful for that opportunity we have to do that right here, right now. In the name and in the nature of all that is, and so it is. Amen. Breathe that energy in. Breathe that peace in, that joy in, all of that. They say without order, nothing can exist. And without chaos, nothing can evolve. Without order, nothing can exist. Without chaos, Nothing can evolve. So if you got anybody got a little chaos in their life right now? Get happy because you're evolving. Yes, you're evolving. So it's a good thing, right? Yes, you got to have a little chaos. You got to have something to rattle the cage, to move it around, right? Oh, it's good. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. The new year, we're getting started, all that stuff. New beginnings are disguised as painful endings. You know that? Yeah. New beginnings are sometimes disguised as painful endings. Do you believe that? Yeah. As a matter of fact, every new beginning is the ending of something. Right? So you're going to have something end when you have a beginning. So how do we embrace these new beginnings when sometimes they're attached to a painful ending? That's what I want to talk about today. That's what I want to share with you today. 3 ways that we can embrace a new beginning all the time in our lives. First, we've got to overcome fear. We agree with that? We got to overcome fear. We got to overcome fear. We have to believe in ourselves. This is so powerful. It's not easy to do, but we got to believe in ourselves. And lastly, we have to work with that power of the I am presence that lives inside of us. You got to trust that it's there and know it and then work through it. And if you do these things, you can embrace new beginnings in your life all the time, even when they're attached to a painful ending. So first, we've got to overcome fear. I love this quote. Thinking will not overcome fear, but action will. Thinking, you can think about it all day. As a matter of fact, if you think about it, it actually gets a little worse the more you think about it. But when you start doing something about it, then that mountain gets a little bit smaller, right? You got to start doing something. You got to start taking action. That's how you dim or lower the fear of something. Take action. That's how you got to do it. I talk about my mom all the time, and my mom used to have a fear. Maybe you guys can relate. Some of you guys can relate to this. You have relatives or whatever. She had a fear of her cell phone, or of a new cell phone, I should say. So she had the dumb phone with the buttons on it, the actual buttons. Y'all probably have never even heard of that before, have you? You're like, what is he talking about right now? A phone with buttons, right? But for the rest of us, we've had those before. They did exist. So like she had the phone with the buttons, but then she had to get a new phone, our up-to-date phones. She was terrified. And then she was afraid to send a text. Oh my God, she called me. I was like, Mom, just send me a text. She tried to call her grandchildren, my kids. They wouldn't answer the phone. I said, Mom, just send them a text. She was terrified. Are y'all laughing? Because you were, at one point you were too, right? Okay. Terrified to send a text. But she overcame that fear. Now she's sending texts, GIFs, emojis. She does it all now, right? She's got her a new phone, talking about getting a newer one. She overcame that fear. But you know what it took? Action. Yeah, it took action. She got the phone. She started using the phone. She's getting better at it. Now I have to coax her into AI now because she's horrified of AI. I'm kind of scared of AI too at some points, right? But she's getting there. She's getting there, right? You got to work through your fear, and taking action is what gets you to work through your fear, right? There are 2 types of fears now. There's fear of failure, which everybody knows about. Let me see, who knows what the other fear is, though? Boom. Yes. Thank you. I was wondering, would anybody have that today? And with the fear of success is worse than the fear of failure. Everybody has the fear of failure. Oh, it might not work. I'm a little nervous about it. We get that. But you know what's even worse? The fear of success. Because you got to think, who do I have to become if this works? What do I have to change? What do I have to level up on if this thing that I'm talking about doing, this business I start, what if it works? That's fear of success. They both can stop you. They can stop you in your tracks. But if you want a new beginning, you've got to face that fear. You've got to overcome that fear. The acronym for fear, let's see, there's a couple of them. Forget everything and run, or face everything and rise, right? Which one? Which one are you going to do today? You have to face it. We've all been in a place where we want to forget everything and run, just run for the hills. But guess what? It's still going to be there. The fear is still going to be there whenever you get back. it's still going to be there. So you got to face it and rise. And when you face it, you can overcome that fear. That's what we got to do. And if you want a new beginning, if you want to start something new, you've got to face a fear that you're going to have, because it's going to be there, right? There's going to be things that are in your way that are going to make you afraid to do something. You got to do it anyway. You got to face it and move forward anyway. That's how you get a new beginning. A couple of things. How do you do that? Acknowledge the fear. Acknowledge it up front. That's the first part of facing it, right? What are you afraid of and why? Once you acknowledge it, then you can address it, right? So acknowledge it. I'm afraid of this, and this is why I'm afraid of it. Now what am I going to do about it, right? Am I going to run, or am I going to start putting down an action plan on how I'm going to face this fear? And then you gradually get better at it. I tell people this story all the time. When I was a little kid, I was at the pool, just a big pool party, but I couldn't swim. Why? I was a kid. I was in the pool. Anyway, so I'm there. Everybody else is playing, but another kid grabbed me and threw me in the pool as a joke. It's a true story. And I went sinking to the bottom because I couldn't swim. He threw me in the deep end. Someone had to jump in and save me. So for 20 years, I had a story about why I had a horrible fear of water, because I almost drowned. That's the truth. I really almost drowned if someone didn't save me. But I had to overcome that fear. Right? And I never actually got swimming lessons because of that fear. But I tell people now, if you throw me in the deep end, I can get out. I can get out now. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid now. I can get out. Right? So I've overcome that fear. Now I'm cool. I go to the beach. I go to all that stuff. Right? But there was a fear there. But you got to face it and then gradually move through it. If you do that, if you want a new beginning, you've got to face your fears. You can't run from them. You've got to look them dead in the eye and then take action to resolve them and get past them. If you do that, you'll be able to have yourself a new beginning. Second thing you got to do is this. If you want a new beginning, you got to believe in yourself. This is powerful. You have to believe in you. It sounds so simple, but you do. You can't expect someone else to believe in you if you don't believe in you. You have to believe in yourself, right? I love this quote. Believe you can, and you're halfway there. Have you ever heard that before? Believe you can, and you're halfway there. If I say the term goat, and I'm not talking about an animal, what am I talking about? The greatest of all time. You guys are on point. Who coined that phrase? Muhammad Ali. You're right. You're on it. Muhammad Ali said he was the greatest of all time before he was the greatest of all time. He said he was a champion before he was the champion, right? He did. And then he went out and he became the champion and the greatest of all time, right? He believed it here first. Then he went out and did it. You're halfway there when you already believe you can. You got to believe in yourself. My son, I just was talking to him, maybe a couple of months ago now, and he told me he just got back from Bali, but I didn't know he went to Bali. So I'm like, wait a minute, you went to Bali? He's like, yeah, he's showing me the pictures and the videos. He's in the club, he's dancing, he's all over the place. And I said, well, why didn't you tell me? He's like, I want to be a travel blogger. So I figured I'd just get a plane ticket and fly to Bali and start doing it. He's 30, he could do that if he wants to, right? I said, yeah, okay, go for it, right? He believes he wants to do it, so he's doing it. You're halfway there when you have it up here first. You got to believe in yourself. There's a great story of a man named Roger Bannister. Roger Bannister is a runner. Anybody know who that is? Okay, he's the first person to run a mile in under 4 minutes. Before he did it, they said it was impossible. It was impossible. No one can run a mile in under 4 minutes. But Roger Bannister said, yeah, it can be done. So he believed it here first, then he took action and trained, and then when he got to that race, and he was on that fourth time around the track, and he saw the clock, and he kept running until he passed that finish line in 3:59:50 something. He made the impossible possible because he believed in himself first. If you want to embrace a new beginning, you've got to start by believing in yourself. And here's the scary part about this. It's kind of like fear. It works both ways. There's a great quote that says, whether you believe you can or you believe you can't, come on, say it. You're right, right? If you believe you can't, guess what? You're right. You can't then either. You can't. So your belief is so powerful. If you want to have a new beginning, change your life in any way, you must believe it here first, or you'll never see it in your reality. You've got to believe in yourself. Let me show you a couple of ways you can do that. Your self-talk. How are you talking to yourself? You do know you talk to yourself, right? I talk to myself all the time. You guys know it. You hear me talking to myself out loud if you're here early enough. But Rob told me it's because I need an expert opinion, right, Rob? That's what it is. I need an expert opinion. So I got to talk to myself. I'm sure some of you are the same way, right? But how are you talking to yourself? Are you saying, I'm wise enough, I'm strong enough, I'm smart enough, I can do this? These things are going on in your head, right? Or are you saying, I don't think I can do this. I think I might be too old to do this. I might be too young to do this. What are you saying to yourself? What is your self-talk? What you say to yourself, you are bringing it into your reality. So you have to believe it first, then move forward, right? So take some small steps toward whatever goal you have and continue to move forward. I use this all the time. Visualize, the same thing as believing in yourself, but it helps you to get there. Visualize success. You know what I mean when I say that? Visualize yourself actually doing the thing that you say you're going to do. I used to run marathons all the time. I ran a marathon in Minneapolis, Minnesota years ago. And if you know anything about marathons, if they're big enough, they have a course. What's the word I'm looking for? It says every mile on the course. You can read it, right? And so it tells you what's going to be at every place on the course. So a band's going to be at mile 1. A cheer squad's going to be at mile 2. There's a big sign at mile 3. You know everything that's going to be there. So the night before the race, I was reading this course map, visualizing how I'm going to feel as I pass by each one of these things. And then I ran the race the next day, and those things are there. The band is there. The cheer squad is there. The sign is there. I'm seeing them, and I visualized it, and then I did it. If you visualize first, you can bring it. You're bringing it into your reality. There's a great quote that says, bringing the future into the present. Right? So you can do something about it now. Bring that, visualize it in your mind first, then you can move forward. It's so important that you believe in yourself, and using visualization helps you believe in yourself. You're doing the thing in your mind, then you do it in this reality. It's powerful. If you want a new beginning, if you want to be able to move forward in life, even though it's attached to some painful ending, you got to be able to believe in yourself. You got to visualize a new life, a new whatever it is that you are wanting to see for yourself, right? Another thing you have to do if you want to move forward is you got to get outside of your comfort zone. Nobody likes that, do they? Everybody. The word itself said you like your comfort zone because it's what? It's comfortable. But if you want a new beginning in anything, what's the first thing you got to do? You got to get uncomfortable. You got to get comfortable being uncomfortable, right? There's a great quote I heard that says, a comfort zone is a beautiful place, but nothing ever grows there. You don't grow in your comfort zone. You grow when you push yourself outside of your comfort zone. You want a new beginning? Visualize yourself doing it. Get uncomfortable and move forward that way. Last thing I want to share with you guys today is this. You've got to use the power of the I am presence that lives within you. I love this quote. I am in the process of becoming the best version of myself right now. I am in the process of becoming the best version of myself right now. Anybody can say that? Yeah? Are you working on it right now? Yeah. Yeah, right now. Yeah? Not you didn't wait till the new year. You're not waiting until Monday. I'm going to start on Monday. You heard anybody say that? I'm going to start the new thing on Monday. Some people in June, they say, I'm going to start it on January 1st. What you waiting on? I'm in the process of becoming the best person I can be right now. Use that power of the I am that lives within you. People ask me all the time, when I'm out in public, whatever, people will say, how you doing? And I typically will say, I'm living the dream. Right? And they will, a lot of times I'll get this response. Well, what dream are you living? Because mine's a nightmare, right? And then it gives me a chance to speak because I say, but who is creating your dream? Who? If you're living a nightmare, who's creating it? You. So if you want to make your dream something different, who's going to create that? You. Yes. You are creating the dream and the life you're living right now. Live through that presence of the power of the I am. When you know that's in you, it changes everything. I share this all the time. We have 7 directions. You know that? 7 directions. If I want to go to New York from here, which way do I need to go? Easy. If I want to go to Miami from here, which way do I need to go? Good. If I want to go, someone said southeast. I heard that. Help me out here. I'm not. If I want to go to West Palm Beach from here, where do I need to go? East, yes. And if I want to go out to Colorado from here, which way do I need to go? West. West, yes. That's 4, but I said 7, didn't I? If I want to go to the moon, which way do I need to go? Not north. If I want to go to the center of the earth, which way do I need to go? Down, not south. There's one more. But if I want to go and connect with the presence that lives within me, where do I need to go? Inside. That's the most important direction. You go inside to find that presence of the Spirit that lives within you. And that changes everything when you know that's in you, right? The power and the presence of the universe and all that is lives in you. Do you believe that today? You should, because it's the truth. It's in you. That power is in you. And when you know that, then you know there's nothing to fear, right? But you got to know this. You got to be careful what you say after the words, I am. I mentioned that in my meditation, I think. Yeah. What are you saying after I am? Because you're speaking it into existence. Every single day. Every single thing you say. If you're saying I am sick, well, you are. You just said it. But if you're saying I am whole, I am healthy, then you are. You got to speak it into existence and know the presence of the I am lives within you. How do you connect with that and stay connected with that? A couple of ways you can do it. We just did it here through meditation. I always say getting in a calm place where you can quiet your mind helps you connect with that presence. But I always like to contrast that with this. It doesn't have to be that for everybody. Sometimes I meditate when I'm on my bike riding 25 or 30 miles. Never been out? Or on a walk in nature when I can just be with myself. That can be your meditation too. So don't confine it to one thing. As long as you're getting a chance to process and be with yourself and what's going on in that mind and to quiet that mind, you're connecting with the power of the presence within you. Another thing you can do to connect with it is to write, to journal. Write down your feelings, write down your thoughts. It helps you to see what's going on, see literally what's going on by writing it, right? Write down and journal what's going on. And I love this, another way to connect. Ask yourself deep questions. Ask yourself deep questions. Some of the most important questions I ask myself continually to this day is, I love this one, why do I believe what I believe? That's a powerful question. Epistemology, how do I know what I know? It's important. There's a great song by Janet Stanfield. I did it here before. Ask a great question. What would I do if I knew I could not fail? It's a great question. When you ask yourself powerful questions like this, it can help you tap into that presence of the I am that's in you. Listen for the answers, because you'll find them. You'll find them there. So if you want a new beginning, if you want to embrace a new beginning, even if it's attached to an ending of some way, a painful ending, you have to overcome your fear. You have to overcome your fear by facing it. What do we say? Forget everything and run, or face everything. Oh, y'all can do better than that. There we go. Face everything and rise. That's what you got to do. Take action to overcome that fear. You have to believe in yourself first. How are you using this mind? Visualize yourself succeeding. That way you can embrace that new beginning. And lastly, you got to focus on that I am presence. Know the power and the presence of all that is lives within you. Focus on that. Go inside and tap into that presence. And if you do that, you'll embrace the new beginnings in your life, even when they're attached to a painful ending. And we know when we do that, when we go out into the world, not only will it change our lives, but it can change the world. And that's what we're here to do. My name is T.Y. Thank you for allowing me to share this with you today. Remember, the time is always now. Thank you.